going to take this or should I take it?
Yours.
We had dinner together with friends. There were 4 of my very best friends. We had dinner at the Bellevue, Stratford it was called, I think. And Mita was with one of my best friends, and I was with someone else, a nice young lady, and that did it. But Mita didn't like my best friend. Well, this is a funny story. He gave her phone number and name to another best friend. There were 4 of us. And we had a rule in those days, once the number was given to I couldn't call her. So it took me 6 months to get the number from my friend by devious means. And we just looked at each other, and that was all it took. And it took 6 months to wait, though. And then we went out, and that was it. Once we went out together, we knew that we made the right decision. And of course, she wouldn't call me. It wasn't the thing to do in those days. The man called the woman, you know. So I finally called her after 6 months. And it was a Wednesday, I remember that very clearly. And on Friday, we went out, and that was it. And
it was snowing that night.
oh boy, her father said to me, "Don't take my daughter too far, it's snowing." I had chains in those days, they didn't have snow tires. And as soon as he said that, I said to myself, goodbye. So we went all the way out to Marlton Manor in New Jersey, which was quite a struggle. And we got there and it was wonderful. And we danced all night long. So it's, you know, it was just a thing. Either you're lucky or not lucky, and we were both very lucky. And we wanted to get married in 3 months' time. Her father said no. My mother said no. So we told them if they say no, it doesn't matter, we're going to get married. So he said 6 months. 6 months later, we got married.
We had a very crowded wedding. And
Wonderful.
then we said goodbye to everybody.
The next day we flew to Bermuda, where we had a wonderful honeymoon. We were there for about 2 weeks. And when we got to the hotel, I had ordered a double bed. There were 2 single beds. So I called downstairs, and the young lady who answered the phone said, "That's no problem, Mr. Spielman. We take a double mattress. We put the beds together, and it becomes a double bed." So I said to her, "Look, would you hurry up? We're anxious to get started." And I meant unpacking. Of course, she started to laugh. And she laughed, and finally, when we walked out of the room, first of all, the guy came up in about 5 minutes with a double mattress. She ran into the bathroom. She was blushing, embarrassed. We go down to eat dinner that night, and all the helpers, they see us and they are laughing. But that was our experience. We were lucky. Luck has a lot to do with it too, but we worked at it, we didn't. And it was very easy, we respected each other. But a friend of ours once said that he's never met a couple that were joined at the hip. And we were joined at the hip. Everywhere we go, we usually go together.
You have to consider the other person as much as yourself, what you want to do, what you'd like to do. Is it possible to do? And if you can, you're lucky. And if you have to work at it and you can't quite make it, you have to remember who you want to be with all your life.